My name is John Robertson. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Picmonic, and I'm joined today by Adil Yang, co-founder and president, and Ken Robertson, my older brother, co-founder and executive vice president of operations. And today we wanted to go back in time and tell you guys a story of how we started Picmonic about 4.5 years ago.
Well, basically, Ron and I were medical students. Medical school is really quite an experience where we had a lot to learn and very little time to master all the material. And we kept trying different things like highlighting books, memorizing flashcards, and just rote repetition again and again. And unfortunately, didn't stick.
Well, I was really struggling to remember all the information that I had learned. And in order to remember it better, I was coming up with these crazy cartoons and stories and ideas that would turn, let's say, meningitis into men in tights or pneumonia into nude Mona Lisa. But one day I was actually sharing it with a friend who was a tattoo artist at the time. And he actually took this story and converted it into a crazy picture. And then I shared that picture with Adil.
Ron came up to me with this picture of a drawing, and I said, wow, what is that? And he sort of walked me through, it's actually one of the diseases that we had to learn at the time. And he had created a story and a picture to go along with that disease called Niemann-Pick disease, one that I just could not remember for weeks and weeks and weeks. And within one look at the picture, I had it. I couldn't get it out of my head. And we decided, hey, if students really like this and enjoy this, why don't we try to, make a business out of it, actually put it online and see if we can get the world to use our methodology. Next thing we knew, we had thousands of students utilizing our methodology in what we called picture mnemonics, which later became Picmonics.
Ron and Adil came to me with this crazy idea. I was super intrigued right off the bat. They were talking about an opportunity to change the world. It's an opportunity I never had before, and I was hooked. So whipped up a business plan, started talking to friends and family. We raised $1 million, turned my Scottsdale house into an office. Actually had 10 to 15 other friends there, even a few ASU interns. And we really had a great time doing it. And we built the world's first visual learning platform.
It was your traditional, very raw, lean startup, and not really knowing where the road's gonna take us, that was very challenging.
Also understanding how to manage people, build technology, take a product to market, leadership, raise money, capital structure.
Pretty much everything.
Admin. For me, one of the things I always say is, I can never imagine starting another company without co-founders. There is no way that I could have done this alone, or I think any one of us could have done it alone. We all have very complementary skill sets.
I feel this is one of the most amazing experiences I could ever get, for a brother. We get to do this together. We get to change the world together. To do that with your brother, my best friend, that is awesome.
One of the, I think, most important things for us is hiring great people, because startups are very fast. Things change all the time, and so you don't necessarily just want to hire somebody who looks good on a resume. You want to hire great people who are going to grow with an organization, who are committed to the mission, and who want to see it through, understanding that there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. Now that we have a much bigger team of about 30 people, we definitely learned how important it is to have a culture where people enjoy coming to work. And, so many of the people in our organization are the right brain rebels, and yet they are able to bring a level of creativity and innovation and uniqueness to learning.
We have tattoo artists, we have audio engineers, we have your software engineers, you have marketing people. It's a very fun, diverse environment to be in.
Yet everyone's a dog lover.
Right. That is a requirement.
We're a collaborative company. Collaboration is one of our core values, and building a completely in-house team, having everyone here in the office, having that synergy and that energy just fuels and drives the collaboration all the time.
When we started out, we had this idea, but it was through us actually making the drawings happen, spending hours putting the concepts together, one Picmonic at a time.
Seeing the vision come to life every day, through customer feedback especially, students telling us how much what we do matters to them. They would have never succeeded without us. It's just constantly reinvigorating why we do what we do.
If you can go back in time and remember as a kid in elementary school learning from a book filled with colors and stories and crazy images, it was really fun and engaging, and it worked. And then as we grew older, the books got bigger, and instead of fun, colorful stories, it was filled with black and white text, which was boring and ineffective. So that's the idea behind the Right Brain Revolution. reinfusing creativity and imagination and colorful stories back into learning, which in effect is a better way to learn.